All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praise to Yahawah, Shabbat, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the house of David. All right, I'm going to touch on the topic of this coronavirus. All right, because, the news is just not stopping, man. All right. It says World Health Organization declares coronavirus a pandemic. All right. And let's look up that word pandemic. All right. It says what is the difference between pandemic and epidemic? It says pandemic it says of a disease prevalent over a whole country or the world. All right, and the epidemic, it refers to a sudden increase in the number of cases of a disease above what is normal expected. All right, and the pandemic, that's it spreading across, countries and continents, affecting a large number of people. All right, so a pandemic, it's really it's really a worldwide epidemic, so to speak. All right, and the Lord, He prophesied this, man. All right. Let me get the scripture. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 5 says, "Behold, saith the Lord Yahawah, I will bring plagues upon the earth, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." All right, and let's look up that word plague. It says a contagious bacterial disease characterized by fear and delirium, typically with the formation of bubonic, and sometimes infection of the lungs. Oh man, the Lord is Yahawah Shemi Shah is on point, man. All right. It says, does plague still exist? It says, yes, the plague exists, and it's not only old-time disease still lurking. While the plague is extremely rare today, many express shock that cases still pop up at all. All right, this is a plague, man. All right, the Lord is plaguing this place. All right, and I had another one. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 39. It says, let me highlight it. It says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." All right, this whole world is in a state of mourning because of the coronavirus, man. All right, a plague, man. All right. Verse 40, "O my people, hear my word, make ye ready to battle, and in those evils and in those evils, or in those troubling times, be even as pilgrims upon the earth," man. All right, so we got to be pilgrims. We got to be in that spirit of getting ready to be a pilgrim upon the earth, man. All right, because any day now, man, martial law can be implemented, man. All right. So we got to stay in the spirit, man. All right. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. Let me start at 10. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 10, it says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right, so the Lord is strategically destroying America, man. All right, knocking out the arms, knocking out the feet, knocking off the toes. The Lord is strategically beating down America, man. All right, smiting Egypt, which is America spiritually, the house of bondage. All right, as plagues, with plagues as before, man. All right, and verse 12 says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. Man, if you don't believe in the scriptures, man, you have no hope, man. All right, you have no understanding. You are lost in the sauce, man. People think, that that we crazy for being excited about the coronavirus. All right, you know, thinking that we're just ignorant. All right, we're excited because we know the outcome, man. The outcome is us, is the Lord delivering His elect, man. And we're excited because, hey, Lord willing, we have that number, man. All right, be beamed up on them chariots, man. All right, the kingdom everlasting, man. Of course, we excited, man. All right, but people, of course, they're gonna be uh, in a state of panic now because all their hope and faith is in America, man. All right, but all our hope and faith is in the Lord, man. All right. Verse 13 says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, and their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful consolation, man." All right, these workers, man. All right, the elites. All right, these people that's so-called celebrities, the LeBron James, the Floyd Mayweathers. They're gonna be in a state of mourning, man. All right, if they're not now. All right, because all their dreams and aspirations that they may have accomplished, you know, it's all for naught, man. It's all vain, man. All right. And let me jump up. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 4 says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," man. All right, so you're going to die in your unfaithfulness, man. All right. You not wanting to serve the Lord. All right. You trusting in Egypt, man. All right, that's going to be your downfall, man. I think that's in Isaiah 33, 31. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahawah," man. So the death and destruction onto you, man, because you trust in Babylon, man. You trust in material things. You trust in the system. You trust in Babylon's government. You trust in the so-called white man. You trust in the devil, man. All right, death unto you for not looking unto Yahawah Shem Yahushua. All right, this is not our rest, man. All right, and yeah, man, this is not our rest, man. All right, we got to come out of the ways of America, man. All right, because these plagues are not slack, man. All right, Lord, He's hitting Egypt. He's hitting America with the plagues as before, man. All right. I think I had one more with that plague of Egypt. All right, just. Ooh. This is. Let me read this real quick. Judith, chapter 5, verse 12. It says, "Then they cried unto their God, and He smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues. So the Egyptians cast them out of their sight." All right, the Lord, He's smiting America with incurable plagues, man. All right. Doctors, labs, they're running out of material, to test people, man. All right, because this plague is, uh, it's getting to be incurable, man. There's so many people getting sick, all right, that they can't even control it, man. All right, and whether it's fake, all right, or not, that's not the point, all right, because the main point is that they're trying to implement martial law and the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, man. All right, and they're doing it through this plague. All right, whether it's fake or not, man. That's that's whether it's fake or not. That's not the point, man. The point is that this is leading up to something bigger, which is martial law, man. All right, lawlessness, man. All right, no cash. All right, that's the bigger picture, man. All right, mark of the beast and martial law. That's the bigger picture, man. All right, people want to debate. Oh, that's not real. You believe that? It doesn't matter. All right, martial law. That's really happening in the streets, man. All right, all right. Uh, you can really read, all Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, all right, and all Second Ezra 16th chapter, man. But I just wanted to get straight to the point, all right. And let me get Joshua chapter 24, verse 5. It says, I sent Moses also and Aaron, and I plagued Egypt according to that which I did among them, and afterward I brought you out. So Lord, what's modern day Egypt, all right? And who's modern day Pharaoh, man? Esau, man. All right. So the Lord, he's going to bring out his elect, all right? And he's going to bring his elect from out of Egypt, man. All right. And that ultimate plague uh, is those missiles, man. All right. So that's pretty much the point, man. I didn't want to make this too long. I just wanted to hit straight to the point, all right? Because the coronavirus, the news of the coronavirus is off the roof, man. All right. All right. A lot of judgment going on in Babylon, man. All right. So Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'm going to give all praise to Yahawah, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakodash, the honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, peace and mercy to the house of David, and to the next lesson I say Shalom.